Okay. They say that this tune is from Rebbe Nachman himself. I don't know if it's really true, but let's assume it is. L'chaim, everybody. Is Hasman coming? Is what? He's on the way. Okay, great. Yeah. Okay, so it's very exciting. It's amazing. It's amazing to be able to come together to celebrate that 250 years ago Hashem sent into this world a tzaddik by the name of Rebbe Nachman Breslev, and it's that I know that myself, that it's his existence has changed my life drastically, and so many other people, his existence has changed their lives drastically, and it's just such a schus to be able to just come together to just appreciate that there's this thing in the world called Rebbe Nachman, that we're able to just that there's something to latch onto. And I want to start off with a question that, like, what is it about Rebbe Nachman that's so unique, that's so special, that he has this surge of attraction, that so many people are inspired by him and attracted to him, and it's like nothing, no one else and nothing else, and the fact that he's more than anybody else, that so many people feel that this is what they need. So what is it? What's his secret? What is his secret? So this is not my own idea. I think it's very true. I think that what we, when I say we, I don't know, like usually when people ask me, are you Breslev? So I say, I'm not sure. You know, like I
you just say no.
Like it's a lot. Like to say I am a chassid. So like it's a commitment. I have commitment issues. But for tonight we can say that he is our Rebbe, and for tonight we can say that for tonight we can say that we are Hasidim. I had a student once that it took a very a long time for her to as a sense of identity to say, yeah, it's okay to be Orthodox. It's okay to it's like I can, so like, yeah, it's okay to be Breslev. We can, for tonight, for one day we can really be Breslev. So what?
Embrace it.
Yes. So what is it that we take as Hasidim of this amazing Rebbe? So I really think that the thing that is so attraction. You're barely in the sukkah. Okay. Yeah. That the thing that is so attractive is the Rebbe himself. The thing we are attracted to. The thing that we are attracted to is the Rebbe himself. It's not any particular teaching that he gave. It's not any particular way of life that he promoted. That the attraction is the Rebbe himself, and the fact that he was just this big light. That I think that perhaps more than anybody else, that there's something about the Rebbe, about Rebbe Nachman, that you see in his Torah, you see his essence, you see his personality, you see his soul, and that is the thing that is so attractive. I mean, besides the fact that Baruch Hashem, that we're privileged to have the Sefer Chaim Aran, that written by Rebbe Nachman, that is somewhat of a biography, somewhat of an autobiography, somewhat of a biography, and we also have a Sefer called Shivchei Aran, which is things that he said about himself, we'll get to that later. The fact that he was unique in the fact that he spoke about himself. That some Rebbes they liked being secretive, and he had no secrets. He would tell his Hasidim that you guys, you're the luckiest in the world that you have me. You know, if you would have had anybody else, then you would be such goners. That he was very open about speaking about himself, about how great he is, and that was a point of controversy against him. Oh boy, so the thing that is so amazing about Rebbe Nachman is the Rebbe himself, is this soul called Rebbe Nachman, and what we see about him is that that he was just this amazing light, that he attracted everybody from the top of the top to the bottom of the bottom. Okay, what do I mean the top of the top to the bottom of the bottom? So that we have that the biggest tzaddikim of his generation would come to him like Talmidim, and they would look up to him, and they would be mevatel themselves to him, and at the same time, like he would talk about his chassidim. He would talk about his chassidim as like how amazing they are, how this like their spiritual powers, and like we're talking about people that before they came to him, they were amazing tamid chacham, and they were abanim and very chashuv, and he would love to talk about how awesome his chassidim are. Okay, but even these great people, they saw in him something else, something wow. Okay, and at the same time, so the biggest sinners, the people that nobody would talk to, literally, that he at the end of his life, he was playing chess with the not religious maskilim in Breslev. Okay, he was hanging out with these completely detached people, and that the people that everybody else had given up on, people that were just he was the one that taught us Hasidim that it doesn't matter how far down you've gone, it doesn't matter how many times you've messed up, it doesn't matter how dirty you've messed up your soul, that it's okay. Like you can come back if you're. He would say, as long as you're connected to me, you're okay. It's not that's all you need to just sign under that line. I am Breslev, and that he's the. So everybody knows that he promised that anybody who goes to Uman, anybody who goes to Uman and gives a penny to tzedakah and says the Tikkun HaKlali, so he will go that far and wide to get you out of Gehenna. Okay, so he made two Edom, he made two witnesses like that. I want you to testify that I promised that whoever comes. Okay, he was that. So that's anybody who has the chance to go to Uman at some point in their lives. So it's an amazing thing. I remember when I went to Uman, I was also struggling with my Breslev identity, and that was over the course of the night. It was really cool. I was there for 14 hours, and it was a stopover, and I was there it was a stopover to go to my brother's wedding, and I was more excited to be in Uman than I was to be in my brother's wedding. but I was there for 14 hours, and the crazy thing was that I couldn't sleep. I was just, it was such a high just being by the Rebbe that I literally I tried to go to sleep at 4 a.m. It just didn't work. It was just too high energy. Okay, so Uman is an amazing place. I just realized this year something that I never noticed before, and that is that Uman is the same letters as Emunah. Emunah, right? The Emunah, the Aleph Mem Nun. That there's no doubt that the part of what he was excited about, part of the reason why he wanted to be in Uman, to be at the end of his life, to be buried in Uman. So something about the name, something about that his thing, his thing was Emunah, and so he was somebody that in just his soul just shined through to everybody. That it doesn't matter if you're at the top of the top, it doesn't matter if you're the bottom of the bottom, so there's room for you. We want you. This inclusiveness, that I get you. Sometimes sometimes you're talking about you have a place it's too Hasidish, too I don't know, I'm not sure if I'll feel comfortable there. It's a little bit, and sometimes it's too rockish. Rebbe Nachman, if it says Breslev, then everyone's welcome. This is one of the things I daven in Breslev every week, and one of the things that's actually unique about Breslev shows, I think it's really all Breslev shows, is this inclusiveness, is that they attract the really the hardcore, really Yiddish speaking, really frummy, and they also attract the guy with the tattoos and the chains and the guy that just whatever, it doesn't know anything, and they all feel very much at home in Breslev, and this is part of what's so attractive about the Rebbe is that he's just this bright light that there is no way to compartmentalize him. There is no way to categorize him. There is no way to say that this is the kind of person that's for him. That he is just everything. So I think that as we read Rabbi Nachman's Torah, as we learn Rabbi Nachman's Torah, as we connect to the Torah, so one of the things that we are really connecting to is that the neshama of the Rebbe himself, and so it's really that's really what the Yahrzeit is all about. It's really that part of what we're celebrating in the Yahrzeit is that it's not just the Torah. It's really not just the Torah. It's really that we are connecting to this actual human being, to this actual neshama, and by connecting to this neshama, so we are in a better place. Right? The fact that we're able to connect to this amazing person, the fact that we're able to connect to this higher level of existence, so it makes a difference to us as well. So l'chaim to everybody, and we should be able to really connect to neshama tonight, B'ezrat Hashem. you guys from? What?
Us?
What?
Yes.
Oh, cool. Nice. Yeah. Yeah. How'd you hear about this?
On the Farbrengen.
Awesome. Okay, good. Okay, I invited Hadassah. Like Hadassah is a student of mine. What?
Wait, is she, what program is she in?
It's just better, yeah.
Oh, okay, fine. So, yeah.
We're Gesher. Oh, okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. But she's babysitting or something, so. What?
I think I heard them talking about it today.
Okay, so one of the things that Rebbe Nachman was very into, and it's one of the things that perhaps is one of the more controversial things about him, is how much he was into the concept of having a Rebbe, and this is really like it's a Mishnah. It's a Mishnah in Pirkei Avos, Aseh L'charav. Everybody has to have a rabbi, has to have a mentor, and the way that he understood this concept of a Rebbe is very unique, and it's a bit revolutionary, and it's really amazing. And okay, I'll try. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. You also come closer. Okay. Both. We'll meet in the middle. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So. So the concept of having a Rebbe, the concept of that without a Rebbe you're gone. So this is something that is very extreme in the Torah of Rebbe Nachman, in his philosophy of life, and and he really looked at a Rebbe as somebody that having a Rebbe in your life, that even before you talk to him, even before just having a relationship with the Rebbe, so it puts you into a different place. Okay, this is really the Gvamish we were talking about before, and so he really explains in one place that it's a Torah that we learn. It's a Torah that he said on Rosh Hashanah. That he really says that everybody in the world has a responsibility, and the responsibility is that we have what he calls malchus, that we have dominion, we have power, we have responsibility that comes with control over different souls in the world, different neshamas. Okay, every single Jew, so he has different neshamas that are under him or her, and that you are responsible for these people, and these are the people that you have influence over. And he writes that this person, that every single person needs to be aware of the fact that they have this responsibility, to use the responsibility properly, to make sure that they're not going to take this power that they have for personal gain, and to recognize labriut, and to recognize the fact that they are dependent on me. Okay, he writes in Torah Chaf Hei that something so scary that sometimes that a person could just have a sudden drop in their spiritual level. And you know why you dropped in your spiritual level? Because the person that's in charge of you, they dropped. So because your connection is dependent on them, that you need to come from them. So if they're not where they need to be, so then you aren't going to be able to be where you need to be. Okay, of course you can always get back. You can always do tshuva, but like naturally, so there are people that are the way that we are supposed to grow spiritually is by receiving and by being inspired by them, and if they're not going to be the way they're supposed to be, so then we're not going to be able to be where we're supposed to be. Okay, and so this is also, and this it goes two ways. And he writes the same thing is that we also have the people, and whether this could be it's your roommates, it's not your family. Okay, I always remind my students that you're not supposed to be makarev your family. Okay, it's a very, very bad idea. There's going to be people over the course of your life. There's going to be people that it's actually incumbent upon you to try to inspire them, and if you don't use this responsibility properly, so then they're not going to get where they need to get. Okay, this is an amazing concept of Aseh L'Charev, that the concept of a Rebbe as being actually that it's through him that I'm able to reach a higher spiritual level. Without them, I won't be able to reach this higher spiritual level. And it's like and Simchas Torah. So I heard once that there's three kinds of Rebbes. There's three kinds of Chassidisim. That there's some Chassidisim where everybody dances with the Sefer Torah. There's some Chassidisim where only the Rebbe dances with the Sefer Torah. But there's some Chassidisim where the Rebbe dances, but he takes every single Chassid with him. Okay, and this is what Aseh L'Charev means. That to have a person that having them, that watching them, just seeing them, so it brings you into a higher level. Okay, that I know that personally I never met Rebbe Nachman, but I experienced this by a tzaddik alive today named Rebbe Tzvi Zilverberg. Tzvi Zilverberg is an amazing tzaddik. He has a shul in Gush Monim, and it's just being around him. Just seeing him, just like you walk into the shul and you just want to be a better person. You just want to be a little bit holier. You just be a little bit better. A little bit. You just feel like your relationship with Hashem just improved. And there's a certain there's a natural antagonism to this whole philosophy. There's a like what the heck? I don't know. That's Christian. I have my own relationship with Hashem. I don't need no rabbi. I don't need no mentor. I can do this, and it comes from this arrogance. It comes from this ego that I have what it takes to reach my pinnacle. I have what it takes to reach my aspirations, and it's, if we would know how high it's possible to get, that we would realize that it's so ridiculous. It's a ridiculous project to get to where we're supposed to get, and to understand that there's such a thing as the tzaddik. There's such a thing as these higher level people that if we can just tap into their kedusha, so then we can it's a highway. We just skipped 50 levels just by seeing what it's like. There's a concept from called Yeridat Hadorot. Yeridat Hadorot means that the what?
Quickening of the journey.
No. Yeridat Hadorot means that the lowering of generations. That every generation is on a lower spiritual level than the level before them. Okay? There's a true story. There's a true story that happened to Rebbe Kamenetsky. That Rebbe Kamenetsky was in a plane, and he was sitting next to some I don't know, some guy, whatever, and so he had some grandchildren. They were sitting like further ahead, and they kept on checking up on them, and to make sure that everything was okay, and so the guy sitting next to him was he asked him who are these people that keep on visiting you? So he said, they're my grandchildren. I said, wow, that's so amazing. They really care about you. He says, yeah, Baruch Hashem. So he said, my grandchildren, to be honest, even my kids, they couldn't care less about me. They just look to me for money. They couldn't care less about my well-being. I sometimes even feel like they're waiting for me to die so I could just they could inherit my money, and it's so crazy that your grandchildren care so much about you. So Rabbi Yaakov was very sharp. He said it's very simple. It makes a lot of sense, to be honest, because us Jews, so we believe that 3,000 years ago So we had a Maimon HaSinai, that we had the God revealed himself to the Jewish people, and we got the Torah, and so that every generation that revelation has been passed down, and a little bit, it's been like a little bit once removed, a little bit less, a little bit more watered down every single time. So when my grandchildren look at me, so what do they see? They say, wow, Zaidi, you're 2 steps closer to the revelation. You're 2 steps closer to Maimon HaSinai. But you guys, you believe that mankind came from a bunch of apes. So when your grandkids look at you, so they say, Gramps, you're 2 steps closer to being an ape. So like, who needs you? So this is like this is the concept of Yerida Sederis. Yerida Sederis is that there was something very real. There's something very real about that what it meant to be a Jew. That the generations before us, they had something that we don't have, and it was just lost. Like when we hear stories about pre-war Europe, we hear stories about like just what it meant to be a simple Jew. It's something we can't even relate to. We hear stories, like it's no more than a story, but like they're just the consciousness of what it means to be a Jew. So it's beyond our musakim, and so the fact that this has been going on for 3,000 years. So like that means that there's levels of being a Jew that we have so little connection to, that has been lost over the years. So when we see tzaddikim, when we see somebody that has an inkling of what it meant to be a tzaddik of before the war, what it meant to be the Vilna Gaon said that he was a very holy person himself, and he was also a very intelligent person. He said once that I have a musag, I have a concept of what it means to be a Tana. Tana is the sages of the Mishnah, okay, during the time of the Second Temple, after the Second Temple, and so I have a concept of what it means to be a Tana, but I can't even begin to imagine what it means to be a simple peasant during the time of the First Temple. That's just to have the consciousness of God's presence, and it's just beyond my comprehension. There's nothing I can't even imagine such a thing. So this is what Aseh Harav is all about. That this humility to understand that everything that we will ever know about what it means to be a Jew is just it's a drop in the ocean. And to understand that there were people that actually knew what they were talking about. There were people that actually knew millions of times greater than us what it means to be a Jew, and the fact that there's tzaddikim today that this is another level. It's like now to say okay fine. So there are tzaddikim that are dead, that they're holier than me. But to say that no, there's even tzaddikim who are alive. There's people alive today that they are closer to knowing understanding what it means to be a Jew than I will ever be, and to understand that they were able to get their inside information of what it means to be a Jew from their tzaddikim that they were able to be privy to, that I was never able to be privy to, that they have this connection that I will never be able. The only way that I can get is the echo of the echo that I can see by seeing him. So that requires an amazing humility. Okay? And that's why it's really hard to swallow this Aseh Harav, that yes you need a rabbi, that it's a basic tenet. It's a basic tenet of being a Jew. Somebody actually told me an interesting historical point that do you ever wonder where the Dati Leumi world comes from? Where the not modern Orthodox, but like in Israel, where the religious Zionists these kippot where do they come from? So they're once upon a time there was only Charedim, right? So the interesting point that when they started the state, 1948, and so there were two groups. There was the seculars and there was the Charedim, and then there was this third group, that they decided, like they felt like in the middle, that they liked Judaism, but they wanted a Judaism without rabbis. Okay, just like just I don't want anybody to tell me what to do. Okay, so they had these lots of like yeshuvim, that these communities that there was just, and that's how the Kibbutz Sukkot started, and then Rav Neria, so he went to these communities and he made yeshiva out of them and said, hey, come on guys, just because there's a middle ground. You don't have to throw away the concept of spiritual growth. You don't have to throw away the concept of having mentors, of having rabbis. But like it's like this was like a big part of the Jewish history, of the history of the state of Israel, is actually about this question about like, can I have a rabbi? Can I have a mentor? Can I have somebody can I accept that there's somebody that actually understands better? And this is like when I talk about finding a Rebbe, about finding a mentor. So I always say that it's a not Chag Sameach, that it's really not it's a not simple thing to be able to find a mentor, and I say that the definition of a mentor is somebody that you trust them more than you trust yourself. Okay, it's really hard. It's really hard to find. It's really hard to find. It's hard to swallow, and it's hard to find. It's hard to find somebody that is actually worthy of trusting them more than you trust themselves. And even once you find them, it's a hard pill to swallow, because like come on, like then where I'm lost. Then like that, and so this is mamish that what Rebbe Nachman put on the table is that the only way to reach our spiritual heights is only you're not going to be able to make it yourself. And so I bless us all that we should be able to find Rebbes, both dead Rebbes and live Rebbes, because the dead Rebbes obviously knew even greater than the live Rebbes, so like it's important to be inspired by them as well. I once heard a good word that I'm being very Litvish today, that the second time today, that Rebbe Ber Leibowitz, so he was a huge, you can call him a chassid, you can call it, he completely nullified himself to his Rebbe. His Rebbe was Reb Chaim Soloveitchik. Okay, so yeah, you know, so he was like in a good mood. They were in a playful mood, and he asked Reb Chaim that the Rebbe, why do I need you? Why do I need you? Why can't I pick I understand that you have to have a rabbi, but why can't my rabbi be the Rashba? The Rashba is one of the early commentators from medieval times. That why I think the Rashba is amazing. I love his Torahs. I love his commentary. Why can't he be my inspiration? I'll learn how to learn from the Rashba. And so Reb Chaim told him something very, 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 very profound. He said the Rashba is amazing, but the Rashba can only tell you when you're right. You need me to tell you when you're wrong. And this is precisely why we don't want to have a rabbi. because we know that if we're going to have a rabbi, then sometimes the rabbi is going to tell us, I think that's not a good idea. and like it's wonderful to have a rabbi that's going to tell us that yes, whatever. And if that's the beauty of having the smorgasbord of dead rabbis, because if you have enough dead rabbis, then you can always find somebody that's going to say that what you're doing is perfect. But when you have a live rabbi, so then and sometimes they're going to say that, yeah, I don't know, I think it's a mistake. I think he's toxic. You should break up. I think that you're going the wrong path. So that's why it's very, very important. And it's so like we're talking about dead rabbis. We're talking about the Rebbe. We're talking about Rebbe Nachman. But Rebbe Nachman wants us to know that aseh l'charav, that to have a Rebbe, to have a mentor, is so critical. It's important to have a live rabbi as well. I'll say a last point a last point about the Selach Harav, about mentors, and that this is something that I teach in my Pirkei Avos class. That the Mishnah says in Perek Aleph, Mishnah Zayin, it says Selach Harav uknei lecha chaver. It says that you should take for yourself a mentor, and acquire for yourself a friend. So what's the difference? What's the difference between a rabbi and a friend? So by a rabbi it says you just take yourself a friend, take yourself a rabbi. By a friend you acquire a friend. So it's two things. Number one, that you don't acquire a rabbi. Okay, any rabbi that there's an admission fee, so run away. Okay, that's there's a lot of fake babas out there so yeah, there's even like the modern day babas that I'm a rabbi and I'm a life coach, so I'm willing to see you for 300 shekels a session, and that's I'm not against life coaches, but that's not a rabbi. Okay, at that point if he takes money to see you, so then at that point they're taking off their Rebbe hat. Okay, that there can't be an admission fee for a Rebbe. And someone was just telling me, was it you? It was a Chaya. I think it was Chaya. I think it was Chaya. It was Chaya Simon that was telling me that she was once that she approached her father that claiming that I think the Chabad is a cult, and so the father told her that there are like different things about cults, and one of the things that he said was that in a cult, so all of the cultees, all the cult members, they give their money to the cult leader, and by us, so the Rebbe gives all of his money to the cult members, right? So it's actually a thing. Okay, it's actually a thing that a Rebbe is going to take money, so that's not being a Rebbe. Okay, so Selach Harav, there's no knela. You don't have to buy a rabbi. Okay, but it's actually deeper than that. What does it mean? What does it mean that knela chaver, to acquire a friend? It means that the friendship is something which is bilateral. Friendship is something that it needs to be a two-way street. That if your friend is somebody that they're always there for you, but I don't have the headspace to be there for them, so then that's a messed up friendship. Okay, don't call them your friend, because if you're not able to be there for them, if you're not actually there for them, so then you're not their friend. That's not the way friendship works. Friendship has to be that it's a two-way street. Okay, and that's how you acquire your friends. You acquire your friends by being for them the same way that they're for you. Okay, and by a Rebbe, by a mentor, so it's not like that. By a Rebbe, that this is what this is like when people ask me how are you so friendly with your students? Is that okay? So I explained to them this Torah, that when it says that the difference between a friend and a Rebbe is not that your friends you're friendly with, your friends actually care about you, and your Rebbe doesn't really care about you. It's really just a business relationship. I'm teaching you, I'm giving you information. That no, if a Rebbe doesn't care about you, then he's not a Rebbe. But the difference is not does he care about you or does he not care about you. The difference is that a Rebbe is a one-way street. That I am 1,000% there for you, and you're never going to be there for me. That's what it means, Selach Harav. And Knei Chaver is the opposite. Knei Chaver is that it's a two-way street by definition. That you're helping each other and you're always there for each other. So what do you need to do? So what is the entrance ticket to having a Rebbe? It's Selach Harav. It's just swallowing your pride, swallowing your ego, to recognize that it could be. No, it doesn't have to be absolute. You don't have to go to Rebbe and say that I know, I trust you. I'm going to listen to whatever you say. It doesn't. That's hard to find. That's mamish hard to find. But you have to be open. You have to open your heart to think that it's possible that somebody has a better perspective than I do. Okay, and that's what it means to say l'charev, to open your heart to the possibility that there is something greater, to open your heart to the possibility that there is a better perspective, there's a higher perspective. That's what it means to say l'charev. And that's what Rebbe Nachman required from us, that to be able to recognize that there are greater spiritual levels than we can ever reach ourselves. So l'chaim to having Rebbes. That's Hashem.
What did you say about
Nobody's eating.
What do you say about the thing of I learned a lot from my friends, I learned a lot from my colleagues, but I learned the most from my students?
Mm-hmm.
Is that not a
That doesn't mean that they're there for him. That means that he learned from being able to help them, that give him a deeper perspective. Yeah. What? Yeah. No, that's ideal. I'm not saying that it's possible. I'm still looking, but that's the ideal. Yeah. Why is what we said? Because that's the only way that we're actually going to reach our potential. Correct.
But why more than yourself? How could you trust someone more than yourself?
The same way that you trust a doctor. The exact same way that you trust a doctor.
Sometimes your gut tells you something else and you may not follow, but your gut tells you something else.
I think if your gut tells you something else, so probably you should listen to your gut. But when you find the right Rebbe, so it'll just feel right. So yeah. I think it's very comforting to find somebody that I trust so much, is very comforting. Now I feel like I'm in good hands, and then when he says the things, it resonates to me. So it wouldn't have resonated if it wouldn't be that I trusted him. But now that I trust him, and the reason I trust him is because I see the product, I see the proof is in the pudding, and I see that how awesome he is, and I saw how his perspectives, where they brought him, and so that makes me want to try to get there, and by trusting him, so then like it helps me to learn to think out of the box, be able to see things in a new way.
Right. So you think it may be important to trust somebody, but you specified more.
Mm-hmm.
Why more than yourself?
More than myself. The reason why I think it's important to trust him more than myself is because the alternative is that, okay, it's really fascinating, I think we'll agree to disagree. Whereas if I trust him, if I trust that he actually has a better perspective, then it'll be easier for me to rewire myself. It'll be easier for me to be able to see the beauty in what they're presenting.
So then it's kind of like accepting what they say instead of like understanding it. Because once you, I would think, I don't know, I'm not saying, once you fully understand it, then it's not trusting it more than you, then it's, oh, I understand, okay, that's great, versus, oh, but I don't understand what you're saying.
Right.
It doesn't seem right, it's not sitting well with me, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Because then that is kind of like, I don't trust you more than you, that's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. It's a fine line. I don't even know. I don't even know because I never found it yet. I guess it's sort of like a belief. It's a belief that there's something out there that I will be able to trust more than myself. Maybe I'm just so to have too big an ego, and that's why I'm not finding it. That's why I'm not ready to let go. But B'ezrat Hashem, we'll find it. We'll find it one day.
I put a thought on the table.
Uh-huh.
I think that something you're saying that more than myself is in a particular situation when you don't understand what the rabbi might be telling you, you're not completely there and totally trust him more than myself because it doesn't resonate with me, but I trust the rabbi. I feel like it's easier when you know that the rabbi has your best interest in mind, because then even though I don't understand what you're telling me, I can't though I don't understand it beyond me, but I trust that you have my best interest in mind. Whereas I don't know if like.
Okay, that's absolutely an important, necessary start. If you don't trust that the person has your best interest in mind, then you'll never trust him.
Right.
But I think Didi is asking that even after that, even after you trust that they have your best interest in mind, I promise you many people that have your best interest in mind will give you bad advice. So that's not enough, you know. Every Christian missionary that stops you. I saw on Yom Kippur. I went on the way back from the Kotel on Yom Kippur. I couldn't believe it. Like a Christian missionary. What? That not me, but they saw some yeshiva boys. Like what? Okay, maybe. I think they know. What? I'm sure they know. Yeah. Yeah.
They target specific days and hours and plans.
What? Just 5 minutes. La 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 So, can I give a Can I send you a Sure. Okay, two? Huh? Okay. Okay, good.
Just a little.
Little is relative.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So, so one of the things, Shalom, Ari. So one of the things about Chag Sameach, everybody.
Thank you.
See you.
Thank you.
Okay. Good to see you, Chag Sameach. So one of the things that I think is so relatable about Rebbe Nachman is okay, Chag Sameach, good to see you guys. Is that there are tzaddikim, Chag Sameach, that there are tzaddikim that they it makes it sound like they were like just always like that. It makes it sound like the stories that Chag Sameach, that when you read stories about them, you get the impression, you get the feeling that like by the time that they were 2, the first time that they spoke, they were just saying over psukim by heart, and that like by the time that they were 5, they were already able to bring the dead back to life, and like they never able to think of a sin, never able to make a mistake, and everything just came easy. And so Rebbe Nachman I think is quite the opposite. Opposite? Somebody spiked the water. Huh? So one of the things that I think is so relatable about Rebbe Nachman is that when he describes himself, so it's very clear that he had a journey. That in the Sefer called Shivchei Ran, so it talks about there's Rebbe Nachman's songs, and so when he talks about himself, he talks about his spiritual experience. Kentani, Manishma. Whoa, is a yofi. Akavod. Is a keflacha. So when he describes himself, so it's actually quite the opposite. That when he describes his personal spiritual journey, so he talks about how nothing went easy at all. He talks about how that when he wanted to learn, when he wanted to start learning Torah, so it started that he was trying to concentrate, and it didn't work. Okay, it's not. Okay, thank you so much. That he tried to concentrate and it just didn't get it, and he would have to daven like, Hashem, please help me understand, and then he was able to understand, and then the next day he had the same problem, and then just daven again, I'm just not getting it. It's not penetrating, and he was able to, and then he was able to get to the second level, and he was not this genius, what's it called, like the head of the class, like the guy that understands everything the first time, that he didn't understand anything without a lot of work. He was like in the special ed class, getting the extra tutors and working triple hours, quadruple hours, quintuple hours, and like just working really hard to just get it to penetrate. But he really cared. So he didn't give up. And none of his learning came easy. Not only that, but you would think that like at least he was like, his midot were like impeccable, right? And he tells us that no, that when he was young, so he had serious anger issues, that he would like be trying to keep himself calm, and like, everything would annoy him, and he would just like snap at people, and he would tell himself, okay, that's it. Now for real. I'm really gonna be patient. Now I'm not gonna get upset anymore. And the next thing you knew, like he snapped again. And the next thing you knew, he got upset again. And it's just he kept on falling. But he says that I never gave up. Okay, he said that the same thing, that he was obsessed with he was obsessed with food. He was obsessed with with overeating, and he was he just loved steaks, and he loved eating, and like he had to like fight with himself. Like calm down, just focus on more serious things, and he constantly be fighting himself, and like every character trait, he talks about how just getting out of bed in the morning, that it was a struggle for him, and like every spiritual accomplishment was for him a struggle. And not only that, it was a struggle that it didn't come easy, and not only that, but he would sometimes fall. This always strikes me as like it's just amazing that he writes that sometimes he would in the same day he would have some kind of vision, some kind of what's about what? It's okay. So מה זה? יפה, זה משחק. איזה כיף לך. So he would talk about sometimes that he would have something that he wanted to improve upon, and he would make a thing for himself that okay, now I'm going to do X, and 5 minutes later he would fall, but then he said, "Ken, אתה יכול הכל, חוץ מהזה." So that he would say, okay, now for real. Okay, so the second time he would try, and then 5 minutes later he would fall again. But he would say that now for real. And he would say, and then 5 minutes later, he would fall again. He writes that sometimes 50 times in one day, he would have this inner conversation that now I'm going to for real conquer this. Now I'm for real going to succeed. And again, he fell. And again, and this is what I think is the most heroic part of the story, that we've all done this. We've all had things that we're trying to improve, we're trying to get better, we're trying to get rid of these old habits, and we keep on falling. And the thing is that at some point, so we start doubting our own commitments. We start saying, okay, I know I've done this already. I've been through this. I remember it to this day. It makes me sick that when I was in yeshiva, so there was this boy that he was saying, it was before Yom Kippur, and he says like, I've been through this too many times. Like it's so cute. It's so cute how you guys are all into Yom Kippur, and so yeah, I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna be holy. I'm not gonna do it again. But like. I've been there, done that. I know that this is just a game that we play. So I'll just nice is a chamud, but I know the truth that in 10 years you're gonna laugh at yourself. You're gonna laugh at yourself and say what was I thinking? Did I really think that I didn't realize it's a big joke? So I remember to my credit that even as an 18-year-old I was cringing. When I heard this. But now that I'm older, I appreciate how how amazing Rabbi Nachman was, that he never gave up. It's so easy to fall into that trap that after you've made the commitment and broken the commitment 50 times already, so it's so easy to think that this is just this is just another part of that game. This is another part of this. יפה. את יכולה לקחת את טני? תודה. So that what was amazing about Rebbe Nachman was that even though he had been through this dance 50 times, that he never gave up, and that he really believed in himself that the 51st time, this time is going to be different. This time is going to be different. And he has an amazing Torah that I love to teach this Torah. It's in Tinyana Memches. Memches. So somebody once taught me that Memches stands for Michtav Chizuk. Okay, a letter of giving strength. Okay, so he writes that there is no such thing as a person that succeeded in life that it went easy. There is no such thing as a person that we look at tzaddikim that as soon as they started being inspired, that it just that next thing we knew that they were just like davening for 20 hours a day. That there is no such thing as a tzaddik that didn't go through years and years of trying without any success, without any feedback, without any feeling that he's getting anywhere. And he says that like I heard from their own mouths that he spoke to all the tzaddikim that he met, and he asked them, tell me about your life. Okay, he had guts. He go to the head, the biggest tzaddik in the world, and said, Rabbi, tell me your story. And they all told him that for years and years I was trying to daven and it just didn't go. I just didn't feel it, and I was ready to give up, but I just said, okay, I'm going to just try one more day. And the next day I said, okay, one more day, and the next day I just one more. And they went on for years trying without feeling anything, feeling that they're getting nowhere. And what was amazing about them was that they didn't give up. Okay, and this is his message to us, that it's not going to be easy. And if it's, there's a chazal that says kol hatchalot kashot. Kol hatchalot kashot. It means all beginnings are hard. All beginnings are hard. So there was a Rosh Yeshiva in America named Rebbe Malin. He was Rosh Yeshiva based at Talmud. So he would say, when es ist nicht schwer, if it's not difficult, as is kenas nicht. That means you didn't start yet. Okay, so it could be that life isn't hard, but if life isn't hard, then life has not yet begun. Okay, so there is no such thing as reaching any kind of success without this struggle, without this fighting, without going through years and years of feeling that what the heck, and the trick is to realize that there will be a light at the end of the tunnel. Okay, it is that just because I've fallen on my face for the past 200 times doesn't mean that the 201st time is not going to be better. Okay, so this is what I think that part of what we appreciate about Rebbe Nachman, part of what is so attractive to him is that when he says don't give up, so it's not just a cliche. This is actually the story of his life, and this is actually he's telling I've been where you are. I know what it feels like, that you feel like you're the most worthless Jew in the world, and it's okay. It's okay. Just keep on going. Just one foot, right foot in front of left foot. Just keep on walking. Eventually, it's going to work out. And when he tells us this with this perspective, with this experience, so then we can start to believe him. Then we can start to we say, okay, maybe this guy actually knows what he's talking about. Maybe there's something to what he's saying. So So to l'chaim to journeys, l'chaim to knowing that it's not going to be easy, and Rebbe Nachman wanted us to know that it's okay for things to take time, and just because it takes time doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. Chag Sameach. What's your name? Layla. Okay. Good. But when we're talking about Rebbe Nachman struggling, so this goes even regarding one of Rebbe Nachman's most famous teachings, and that is, we have it on our sukkah here, mitzvah gedolah lios b'simcha, that he was always telling his students to always be happy, and so that's actually a very fascinating passage in Chayei Moharan, that Rebbe Nachman tells his students that, this did I tell you, that mitzvah gedolah lios b'simcha, So I'm actually serious about it, and don't look at me. and I know that I know that.
לוקח אותי לרופא שיניים?
אולי מחר. And that he says, don't look at me that I don't look like I'm happy because I'm different. Because first of all, I'm from the descendants of King David, and it's a known thing that descendants of King David, they have a certain kind of like sadness to them. So I'm different. And besides what I have, so it's not that I'm depressed. It's just that I am a broken heart. And so, but you shouldn't do that because you young folk, you inexperienced folk, if you allow yourselves to have a broken heart, it's going to be easy for you to become depressed very easily. But I'm the expert, so I know how to keep it that I don't get depressed. And so what I take from this whole passage is that he was struggling. That Rabbi Nachman was struggling with depression, and when he was telling his students mitzvah gedol lios b'simcha, so this was an aspiration, and this was an idea, and it was not something that came easy for him. It was not something that came naturally to him, and yet he didn't. It's so easy to fall into this trap of saying that okay, let's make a religion out of being depressed. That's the way it's supposed to be. That's the way that mature people live. And he didn't. That he was strong about the fact that this is not the way it's supposed to be. And it's okay that I'm the biggest Rebbe and I'm dealing with a problem and I'm struggling, and I'm not going to tell you that just because I'm the Rebbe that you're supposed to do like me. And it's okay. It's okay to be struggling. It's okay. It's okay that we aren't exactly where we're supposed to be. And I think that this is really part of what is so attractive to understand that even in the most basic things, that just being happy, of just staying away from depression, that this was something that Rebbe Nachman himself was mamish struggling with. No, he said this as his being Rebbe. It was during his struggle. He was struggling to the last day. It didn't sound like it was any triggers. It sounded like that's just you can call it that, a state of mind. He was there's lots of things. I don't think a person needs to have an excuse to be down. I think that's I think that's actually part of what Rabbi Nachman teaches is that I think as opposed to conventional psychology, that if you come with an issue, so they'll tell you, let's talk about your traumas, let's talk about your parents, let's talk about your old relationship, let's all speak it all out, and I think that Rebbe Nachman wouldn't necessarily promote that. I think that Rebbe Nachman is really firmly believes that we are in control to decide, to make a decision that I want to be happy, I want to be in a good mood, I want to move on, and we don't have to deal with all of our garbage, and we can just decide to move on. So at least that I think it's could be for some people, it could be some traumas are so overpowering that they need to be worked through. But I think that a lot of semi-traumas, a lot of mini-traumas, a lot of just things that got us depressed, whatever it is. So if we decide to just move on, then we can. And I think that's part of what he was really saying. That's just I'm going to be happy because I decide to be positive. One of the things that I think that is unique in Rabbi Nachman is this is I mentioned before, that how much he believed in himself, how much he really believed that he was such an amazing light that to spread with the world, and how much his students need him, how much his students could gain from him. And so and this was actually a point of confrontation, because he would say things about himself that people found offensive. He would say, for example, that he said one line that he said that between after the destruction of the temple, so there was a great darkness into the world until the Ari came into the world, and then after the Ari passed away, there was a great darkness until the Baal Shem Tov came into the world, and then after the Baal Shem Tov passed away, so then there was a great darkness until I came into the world. And that's like, he was like, and like that's saying that's such a strong belief in himself, that like I am the person that lit up the world, that the world was, until I was here, everyone was just goners, everyone was just hopeless, and that Baruch Hashem, I was able to come here and I'm able to save you. And he said one time that Chidish Kamani lo haya me'olam. Chidish Kamani, that there's a song that perhaps we'll sing in a couple of moments. The song goes. The song is based on different quotes that he's had about himself. That he said, Ani nahar shemetaheret kol haktamim. I am the river that cleanses all of the stains. I clean out all of the stains. Okay, we're talking about before about his being a Rebbe, that he looked at himself as a doctor. He looked at himself as a doctor of the soul. He said, "Bring me your broken soul, and I'll fix you." That's what he said. And so he said, "Ani nahar hametaharet kol haktamim," that I am the river that is able to just whitewash all of the stains. I am the best whitewash, the best dry clean, and I'm able to just purify it. And he said, Ani pela, I'm amazing. I'm unbelievable. V'nishmati pela gadol, and my soul is even more amazing. Chiddush. His students did, but there was a controversy head by the Shpoler Zayda, that he said, like, this guy is just off. This guy's off. Like, that's not the way tzaddikim talk about themselves. So it was like, and like from that, because there was a whole machlekes, the people that were chasing him, people that were trying to make him go out of business, making him, and he talked about the machlekes. He talked about the fact that he had to go through the machlekes as part of his tikkun, part of his journey, and it's amazing. But it all started from the fact that he really, really believed that he was amazing. Now, so I was.
Is that what helps him get out of depression?
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. We're not. It's a different point.
Is it weird though that he was like that, or do people just accept that he was like that?
Is it weird the what?
That he was just a bit egotistic.
So it's really not egotistical to believe, to understand that you have how awesome you are. That's precisely the point.
Brag about it.
He wasn't bragging about it. The only reason why he was telling it is because he wanted his students to appreciate. He wanted his students to be able to latch onto him. And he said, he told the students once that if I would have a Rebbe like you, if I would have a Rebbe like you have a Rebbe, meaning himself, so then I would travel 2 months by foot to get to him. That's like, he wanted them to appreciate what a treasure they have, that they have him.
Wouldn't they just see, and if they feel like he is, then they would come to him? Like,
Maybe not. And he was just helping them in case not, you know. No, you do realize that some people go unnoticed, right? Some people actually go underappreciated, right? And and everyone says it's such a shame. They could have, the world could have gained so much from them. It's a shame that he didn't, right? Why not? So maybe because he didn't tell them. No, so that was his decision, that I should let them know. I should help them. And like there were tzaddikim that thought that was a bad thing, but he thought that it was important to know how awesome you are, and to not be embarrassed. And so what was amazing about Rebbe Nachman was that it didn't stop there. It didn't stop there, but he taught his students to believe in themselves. And this is the story that I always teach, that Rebbe Nachman reports that the first time that he came to Rebbe Nachman, so he asked Rebbe Nachman, like, well, what are you looking for? Why did you come to me? So he says, I want to come to believe in Hashem. I want to come to believe in God. And so Rebbe Nachman told Rebbe Nachman that that no, I think you're making a mistake. You believe in God. You're okay. I want to teach you to believe in yourself. That's what you're missing. That you don't believe in yourself. You already believe in Hashem perfectly. The problem is you don't believe in yourself. And this is to really believe that I can do it. That I've been told by my parents that I'm a loser. I've been told by my teachers from pre-1A until grade 12 that I'm a loser. That it starts to sink in. I start to believe that I actually don't have what it takes. And Rebbe Nachman was the one who was able to look these people in the eye and say that I see you, that they didn't see you, but I see you and I know that you're awesome. And don't let anybody tell you to the contrary. That I really believe that you can really make it to the top. And because he was the person that was able to see in himself that even though he was struggling with everything, he knew that I have this potential, and he was able to believe in himself that I can make it. So that's what helped him to be able to believe in his students. So it's really such a schos to be able to have a Rebbe that looks at us, looks down at us, and says that if you're connected to me, then you're going to make it. If you're connected to me, then it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. That you're gonna make it to the top. You're going to make it to the top. This is also the first time that Rebbe Nassan came to Rebbe Nachman. So there's a whole story. There's a whole story about how we got there. So there's a red battery flag. That means that it's almost going to die. Then okay. So whenever it dies, so it was the right time. So then we can get the real secret out. So on the way. So how did Rebbe Nassan come? How did Rebbe Nassan come to Rebbe Nachman? So he was going with some other Hasidim.